Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction to Boku no Hero Academia chapter 258, and I am excited, nervous, a lot of emotions going on. This is probably the series, or at least one of the series that I'm always most excited about every week when a new chapter comes out. So yeah, last time we ended off with them saying that it was the day that heroes vanished. So what I'm thinking, me and my friend talked about this a lot, and my biggest thing that I was thinking is that heroes literally vanishing, while I think some way of writing could accomplish that, I think is less likely than it being a symbolic thing, just because of I don't know how literal we should take that, but I was thinking the point of the League of Villains from the beginning was to make society lose faith in heroes. So rather than having the heroes literally disappear somehow, to me it makes sense that it could be a situation where the Paranormal Liberation Front does something that just either makes society lose faith in heroes, or they do something spreading their propaganda. We know they've had those books going out and people who believe in their cause, like the one guy that Hawks arrested, the naked guy. So they could spread their propaganda, sort of like the Stain video spread around, and use that in a way to make society be like, we can just use our own quirks. We can be our own heroes, and then if everyone's a hero, they don't need the hero society. Or it could be a situation where something happens that makes the government or the safety commission or whatever say, no, we need to suspend heroism. If you do hero stuff, then you're a vigilante. And they make that illegal or disband that system. So it could be symbolically heroes vanish because society stops having faith in them. So yeah, either way, let's get into reading. That's just some thoughts after the end of last chapter, but I loved last chapter so much. And we had kind of a time skip. First year's basically over now. So yeah, we have My Hero Academia, chapter 258, Friends. Oh man. And we have this cover with Burnin, who is looking very, very hot, I guess pun intended, with the three work-study students of Endeavor. What's up, Twice? Turning back the clock 2 months. Okay, so we're going back in time once again to see the lead up to this. Help! Oh, Red's here too. 1 week has passed since the hint about the hospital. Alright. And now we see Hawks with some other side characters then. What should I say our mission statement is? Spinner and Compress have been in meetings for days. Giron and Dobby can't be bothered, and Toga's cute as ever, so you gotta help me out, Professor. Many in this regiment are harboring doubts. You may be a figurehead who was simply handed your position, but we ought to hear the mission statement from your own lips. So I was like, gotta take a dump. So now I'm here, so help. I love this, and Hawk's laughing at it all. Oh, that's great. You do a pretty good impression of Sanctum. He's the longest serving member of the Liberation Army. I like this. Whoever Red is, whoever Sanctum is, I want to learn more about the other members who were under the 9 lieutenants, you know? The Paranormal Liberation Front split into 2 regiments. The League members and the former Metal Liberation Army commanders lead the regiment most suited to them. Alright? In a single month's time, Hawks memorized how all the members are organized. The 3 most capable members of each regiment serve as advisors to the lieutenants. Alright. So we have Vanguard Action Tactics Regiment Black. And we have Twice here, and we're seeing the top 3 under Twice then. This is interesting. With the sole exception, these advisors are in charge of bases throughout the country. Vanguard Action Guerrilla Warfare Regiment Violet. And we're seeing Geten and Dobby together with, or maybe it's Geten and Dobby and those are each of their 1s, 2s, and 3s. This is so cool. So I like that we're getting more villains, Because I was saying, talking with friends and everyone, that I'm like, how on earth could the UA students in just 3 months' time, as much as they can progress, how could they take on some of the top members like Geten or Gigantomachia for sure, but like some of the really strong members, or re-destro. But this is cool. Or even Twice, because he can do Sadman's Parade. But I like that we're adding in these like sort of lieutenants to the lieutenants that can fight against some of the Class 1A characters. Oh, we're getting more. Okay. Vanguard Action Intelligent Regiment Carmine. And we're seeing both Toga and Skeptic. And I guess those are each of their people. So Slide and Go was under Skeptic then, I would assume, from this. Given their responsibilities at the bases, they didn't participate in the revival party in Deka City, but the abilities surpassed those of the average hero. Ah, that's cool. Vanguard Action Support Regiment, Brown. Alright, so I like this. Compress and Spinner then are in the support, and we see the people under them. Who is this chick under Spinner? She looks cute in like a weird alien kind of way, and the guy looks really, really cool under Compress. This dude looks awesome. If they make the first move, we lose. So this is interesting. That covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the lieutenants. Everybody except for re-destro and everybody except for re-destro and somebody else. I can't remember who else was. Hold on. Give me a second here, because my brain needs to figure this out. There were non-lieutenants. We got Compress, Spinner, Twice, Toga, Dobby, so that's all the League of Villain guys. Oh, Trumpet! Trumpet's not there. Alright, if they make the first move, we lose. Despite the constant surveillance limiting his actions, Hawks was able to learn about the members without drawing suspicion, thanks to the interpersonal skills drilled into him from a young age by the Safety Commission. And what he observed was animosity and resentment toward the current system. Individual freedom should reign supreme. We're going to destroy the old status quo. Something like that, yeah? Ooh. Also, a word or two about loyalty to re-destro. Huh? Since it's him and his bloodline that managed to unite all these people. If I ain't feeling it, I ain't saying it, says Twice. So, I just gotta sing the guy's praises. Awesome. Thanks a bunch. There is one more specific goal. Bringing down the status quo means annihilating all heroes. They plan to attack all major cities at once throughout the nation. With society brought to a lawless standstill, re-destro and the Hearts and Mind Party will storm the political world, and of course the party is what Hanabata's in charge of. They'll distribute weapons and extol the virtues of self-defense, calling it true freedom. Just as when laws lost their meaning following the advent of the exceptional, these people will throw the world into chaos and enthrone Shigaraki atop the rubble. God, I love some of these panels. Look at this. I love this panel there with Shigaraki and the lieutenants and Gigantomachia behind him. Jeez. The second coming of All for One. You're doing stellar work, man. I knew you were a swell guy. It's thanks to you. Right back at ya, that the pieces are in place. Jin Bubaigawara. When I heard that you'd conquered your trauma, behave right, hand of mine. A chill ran down my spine, because at that moment, you went from being just another 2-bit villain to the asset we ought to fear most. Yeah, of course, because you have an army of Twices along with an army of high-ends. I know that you're a good-natured guy. For a hero, you sure know a lot about the Liberation Army. Why's that? Because I empathize with their cause. The world I once admired and dreamed of joining turned out to be a birdcage, locking me up. I want to fly free. A cage isn't where I belong. Guy, I wish they'd stop spying on you and let you meet Shigaraki. I wonder why I haven't got to meet him yet. He's powering up in some mountain near Kyoto. It's gonna take 4 months. That's off the record, yeah? I know Mr. Long Black Hair is listening in, but whatever, it's fine. I mean, you're working yourself to the bone for us already. So he gives the information. so Hawks would be able to tell exactly where Shigaraki is and what he's doing all during this time. I get how you feel. Hey Hawks, anyone who helps his friends can't be all bad, and since I know you're good-natured, let's fly free together. Man, I really love Twice. And we see the statue in Kamino now, and a kid holding an Endeavor toy. Ready to try your best as a first-year dai? Uh-huh. Oh, I got chills. He's holding the Endeavor toy, looking up at the All Might statue. And now we see all the pro heroes. I love this. I'm just taking some of this in. We even have Backdraft at the very top over there. We're seeing Crust and Wash, Miruko, the hero sidekick, whatever, who's always with Ryukyu, all the Pussycats, and Ectoplasm 13 and Aizawa up in front, having Present Mike and Gran Torino and Endeavor. Spring break's almost over, huh? We're going on a trip for our work study. Oh, you're right. You girls too? For real? Same here. Oh, they're gonna be all split up when the heroes get taken out. This is gonna be so great if they can if they're all split up and then they find their way back together to fight the villains. I'm getting feels already just thinking about the possibilities. We've also got a trip planned for that day. Huh? What's up with that? Hang on, us too. Me too. Or I got chills too. Because Hawks knows that the plan's happening in 4 months, they might be sending all of the students away so that the students will be safe when it goes down. Hawks might be basically sacrificing the heroes to save the students. And not just Hawks, but it could be the Safety Commission for all we know too. Hang on, us too. Me too. There are heroes in those foothills. We're gonna back them up and help evacuate the city, says Vernon. Oh, and we see all of the, so no, it's that they're all together. So they're gonna evacuate. The heroes are probably going to all try to attack together. Then, this is insane. Because this is all in the present time, too. I thought the heroes together were just a visualization. But no, this might literally be all of the heroes attacking now. And we have Burnin and the students and some of the others that are going to be trying to provide support and evacuation. That's crazy. This is going to be so good. I can't even wait for next week. This was a great chapter. I love diving more into Hawks and Twice. I really love both of them as characters. And how Twice is legitimately, he's a good-hearted person, but the system is broken. And the system being broken is what led Twice to being where he is. But at the same time, you can't sort of change the system by way of murdering all the heroes and installing chaos and lawlessness. Maybe that's not the best way to go about it either, obviously. But I'm really excited for this. I am really, really excited that we got to see all of these new characters under the lieutenants. And it might just be that there is no set of people under Hanabata because he has a different role. He's the head of this political party. He's not necessarily in the same sort of villain kind of stance as the others need to be in. He has a different role to play in the organization. Same with re-destro. Being someone who's more of a figurehead that all these people can be loyal to under Shigaraki, because he brought them together, so if he says Shigaraki's okay as the leader, these people are kind of okay being loyal, not because they trust Shigaraki, but because they trust re-destro. So, yeah, this was so good. I love it. Either way, gonna end it here so I can try to get this video up as soon as I possibly can. Like if you did like the video, and comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, what you thought of my thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Hoping to do a lot more videos on this. Yeah, Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. If you'd like a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us about Boku no Hero Academia or anything else there, just ask and I can give you a link to it. And if you would like to help support on Patreon to keep these videos coming, it's patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. But yeah, either way, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.